ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Signal Hill Public Library. My name is David Ferrari. I am the city's historian, and tonight we're going to be talking about Signal Hill history from 2010 to 2019. Before we get started with our lecture tonight, I'm going to be reading a poem called Signal Hill. Signal Hill, Signal Hill, black gold, we're going to drill. Long before the white man, long before the drill, Indians sent smoke signals up on Signal Hill. Many feet it rises, 365, and see the land for miles around. When the oil men arrived, the oil men arrived. But early wells were dusters, oil they had none, till Frank Hayes was heard to say, in 1921, there's an oil in the soil, for shell oil he begun, to drill a little deeper with well number 1, Alameda's number 1. On the 23rd of June, 9:30 in the night, Alameda's 1 erupted. It was an awesome sight. What an awesome sight. 100 feet the oil rose to the California sky. I'm Signal Hill oil boom. To peaceful times goodbye. Peaceful times goodbye. The hill looked like a porcupine. 300 wells or more. 250,000 barrels a day. By 1924. Through now the hill is going dry. It had a mighty rub. Here's to the men from Willington and Alameda's number 1. Alameda's number 1. So as we go through our slides, there were a few major chapters in this time period. So first we have the Jesse Owen Nelson Academy. It had opened up on September 27th, 2012. Previously, it was the site of the Southern California Military Academy. It was the first new school to be built with the Measure K funds. It was designed to serve as many as 850 students with grades 6 through 8. It was 90,000 square feet, including 31 classrooms, administration offices, library, media center, gymnasium. It had a health office, serving kitchen, a multi-purpose room, and other support facilities. The outdoor facilities included a soccer field, 5 basketball courts, an open quad area. It was named after our first mayor/president of the board, Jesse Nelson. Part of the Long Beach and it is part of the Long Beach Unified School District. So as we move on, in the 2013, Signal Hill built a new police station. This new police station was part of the Signal Hill Civic Center project, which also included the new library. It was 21,500 square feet. It included 2 buildings with the state-of-the-art technology and friendly design components. The initial planning for the project was first started in 2000. The station is located on Walnut Avenue. In 2010, the building process began. The station is a green station with solar panels, drip irrigation system, water runoff, and instant water heaters. So here's a small clip of them introducing on the day of when the police department opened. is a timeline of Signal Hill police of the past. In 1924, the city officials appoint George Milovich as Signal Hill's first city marshal. In 1926, Jack Niebach becomes the new chief of police. In 1938, Ted Murphy becomes the new chief of police. In 1960, the station at 1800 Hill Street opens, and it's a staff of 25 employees for 4,600 residents. In 1970, the station is updated to serve 5,588 residents. In 2002, the WMM and Associates determined the police department has outgrown its station. Staff is more than 50 employees, and the population is now up to 11,000. In 2004, the City Council commissions a 22-member Blue Ribbon Committee to evaluate the needs by Police Chief Don Peterson. In 2009, the Signal Hill Redevelopment Agency begins process to issue bonds to fund construction for a new station. In 2010, construction starts on the new station. In 2013, the police department opens on Walnut. So, just talking about some things with the police. Here are the badges, which includes, in the 1991 time capsule, the patrolman badge, a couple of police officer badges, a sergeant style badge. First badge was the Centennial Shield style. It was more customized with oil derricks. The next three badges are the Eagle Top and more common or generic kind. Currently, there's a new badge for the 100th anniversary. So with the police chief, Jack Niebach, he had a police baton, and at the time it was from 1934. And this baton was also in the time capsule. Charles F. Jack Niebach was born in 1901 in Bloomfield, Iowa, and later moved to Trenton, Missouri. He was the chief of police in Signal Hill from 1927 to 1936. Niebach was dismissed as the chief of police in 1936, which was one of the reasons there was a recall on the city council the next year, which actually failed to pass. At the time of his dismissal, 908 citizens signed a petition for his reinstatement out of a total population of 1,120, and even the mayor himself, William Henshaw, supported Niebach. After his dismissal, he worked as a production auditor for the Southwest Exploration Company. He was also a licensed pilot, an impressive feat for the time, and a member of the Masons. Niebach passed away in 1946 from a heart ailment. So the police station had a mission statement. It's committed to excellence in service. We, the members of the Signal Hill Police Department, are devoted to enhancing the quality of life in the city of Signal Hill by providing a proactive and professional level of police service, treating all persons with fairness, respect, and dignity, strengthening our partnership with the community. Their organizational values included integrity. We hold ourselves to a higher standard of conduct in everything we do, everything we say, and everything we represent. We recognize that we hold positions of trust in our community. Communication. We pledge to maintain open two-way communication by sharing information with all the members of the community in a supportive and constructive manner. Loyalty. We will provide faithful and willing service as a measure of our loyalty to our community, to our organization, and to each other. Family. We will promote family values as an important element for the success in our community. Our goal is to achieve a safe and secure environment for a diverse population. And responsibility. We accept the full scope of our responsibilities. All actions will be in the best interest of the community and the department. So as we go on from here, Kiwi's going to come up and talk about the rest of the 2010 to 2019 history decade.
So we have a timeline here for our Signal Hill Public Library. In 1924, Signal Hill was a Los Angeles County library, and in 1926 it then became a city library that opened at 2120 Cherry Avenue on the second floor of Henshaw's building. In 1934, the library moved to the second floor of the new City Hall that we have today. In 1965, the library then moved to the basement of City Hall so that it could expand. In 1978, library then opened with the police station at 1770 East Hill Street. This was where the former fire department sat at our city. In 2016, library then moved to a temporary location in the Community Service Center while we built the new library. And then in 2019, the new library opened to the public, and that is the library that we have today. The librarians we've had in order have been Margaret Pierce, Mary Trod, Marie Jefferson, Winnie Disney, Kathleen Brady, Carol Malloy, Gail Ashbrook, Judy Kamai, Charles Hughes, and Jelly Nocon. And then this is our temporary library that we had that was in our community services. And we see some familiar faces here. And then we had the construction of the new library during this decade. Signal Hill's future public library has made a lot of progress over the last few months. Crews have completed the storm drain retention system, installed interior wood framing on both floors, installed the second floor roofing, continued plumbing, HVAC, electrical installations, began site grading for the parking lot, and constructed exterior retaining walls. And then we had the grand opening on August 10th, 2019 for the new library, and Daisy was a prominent figure at that event. And our regular programs and services for the library include story times, baby and toddler, preschool, Khmer, Spanish, after-school programs, grades 3rd through 5th, grades 6th through 9th, read to dogs, theater workshop, STEAM lab, make it craft, history talks, Zumba, dancing, photography studio, book clubs, both regular and rom-com, movies, concerts, a gym show that's annual, Cookies with Santa annual, and Dr. Seuss annual. We also had the 90th anniversary during this decade. We had a Signal Tribune edition that was commemorative of the date, and we also had an event. And at that event, they interviewed prominent local citizens, including Nina Strickart, who talked about Kid Mexico's party.
Tell me about that. Todd Faulkner used to have a Christmas party every year, and what he would do is he would name a princess and a queen. And this was the year that I was queen, and I was wearing my first handpiece when I was 12,
charging stations, and 1,000 city streetlights were upgraded to LEDs, and we opened a new dog park. Businesses that opened during this decade included In-N-Out, Mother's Market, Applebee's, Costco gas station, Jimmy E's Bar and Grill, Ross, Dollar Tree, Chipotle, BMW dealership. And you can see Mother's Market has a very prominent photo of Signal Hill from 1923. And that is it for this decade. Please come back to see the next history talk, which will include